Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time's important to me as always. And what we're going to do in today's time is we're going to talk spinnerbait blades, specifically painted spinnerbait blades, and when and where you should be using those. Stick around. I think you're going to like it. So let's get into this. Painted spinnerbait blades. Why, when, and where should you be using these? Well, I'll show you a little footage from this morning's fishing trip. And it started out a little slow, and then I picked up a few fish on a spinnerbait with copper colored blades, which I'm big on throwing in this kind of coffee colored muddy water that we've got here. Some of the lake's muddy colored, some of it's stained, but nonetheless where your visibility is fairly low. And I'll show you this footage because I was throwing a spinnerbait with kind of a fire crawl pattern to it. Kind of that orange hue to the blades, and they were gold on the backside and the skirt as well. And then I was throwing a chatterbait with a silver blade, but I picked up one fish on it, and the fish definitely wanted a painted blade. Well, I think the reason that happened was because, number one, we've got cold water conditions today, 54 to 55 degrees, cold air temperature, 48 degrees, and as you can see behind me, the cloudy sky's been overcast all day. We got a front coming in, so we're actually, the front's here. It's cold right now. We've got about a 12 to 15 mile an hour wind. So you got the overcast, it's windy, it's cold. Those are perfect conditions for a spinnerbait. But the painted blades, where they shine is, I think, in off-colored to muddy water, that's when the orange and red hues do fantastic. And I think in clear water, the chartreuse like these and the white do fantastic. Now, there's always exceptions. Sometimes the chartreuse and white may pan out in the muddy water, and sometimes the orange may pan out in clear water. But for the most part, and what I found out from fishing spinnerbaits for a long time, and I've always got one tied on, and I can't think of the last time that I fished and I didn't throw one at least a little bit. I mean, it is definitely my go-to bait. That 9 times out of 10, the orange and the red, fantastic in the springtime, and in the fall sometimes, but especially in the spring. Chartreuse and white, bright greens, limes, and things like that too are really good in cold water. So that's just a little something for you guys to think about. And also, you know, another thing that happened today too, I had this game plan of what I was going to do because it was so cold. I was going to throw a spinnerbait some like I always do, but I was also going to fish slow with the Texas rig and a jig and trailer. I fish those quite a bit. Just picked up one fish on the jig and trailer. Everything else came on a spinnerbait. And I probably got about 16 to 17 pounds in the live well, my 5 biggest fish. So it turned out to be a good morning. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that as far as when to throw painted blades, because, you know, like I say, I love spinnerbaits, been making them a long time. And when guys buy them, they'll ask about painted blades, and then the next question usually is, when should I throw these? When should I use these? So just kind of keep those rules, general rules we talked about, in mind, and I think it will improve your spinnerbait fishing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you're probably wondering, hey, why don't you show us that spinnerbait you were throwing earlier and caught all these fish on? Well, as luck would have it, I broke it off. And I also broke my cardinal rule, that being that if you got a bait you like and you do well with, have at least 2 or 3 backups. Well, I had one of these and I broke it off at some timber, like I said, and didn't have it. So just remember that, like, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. That's the old saying, and it definitely holds true with lures. So I'm going to go back to the house here in a little bit too and order some more of those, and I'll leave a link what it was. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you got something out of it, please consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out the description down below. I have some great product discount codes for you guys as well. Once again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking out the video. And remember, until that next video, get out there and fish.